Good morning readers. I, Harish Budu, warmly welcome you to my channel. Learn as much as possible from my handwritten articles. This 4th April 2021 opinion paper. Judas betrayed and sold Jesus for only 30 coins, but overcome with guilt and remorse, he hanged himself, and in Mauritius, the hordes of Judas in politics neither feel guilt nor remorse, they sell themselves. Judas exists in all forms around us. Jesus came to serve and not be served. Leaders who have harbored Judas pay a price. What is the British Council doing here? Judas have destroyed our society. The government Judas a plus royalist KLOROI. So after a well-earned rest on Saturday, it is working day today, Sunday, 4th of April 2021. It is also a very holy day for Christmas. They bring back both happy and unhappy memories of Jesus Christ. 1. At times, happy recollections. Because he was born in a poor family, to breathe and live, to work and serve, as a role model, but for mankind. And he suffered in silence, and drowned his own tears, worries, pain and suffering, to make others happy. 2. At other times, unhappy. Because he died a painful tragic death. And that, without crying his eyes out, without complaining, without blaming those who had crucified him, to an agonizing unprecedented death. Without any pang of remorse for his past lie misery. Without accusing Judas Iscariot, who had betrayed him to the Jewish authorities, in return for just 30 pieces of silver. He was so generous. 3. Long story short. Easter is both a happy and a holy festival. Little wonder that Jesus Christ is considered as one of greatest inspiring leaders of mankind. His life could well be summarized in just 8 words. Service to the poor is service to God. 4. Best wishes. Think of his message, and learn a lesson or two. He was the candlelight which burned himself to extinction, just to give light and happiness to others. The candle shares happiness and hides its own pain and suffering. Read the Holy Bible. To learn more about Jesus. B. Students' Corner. 1. First, a word to parents, teachers and young friends. With the COVID pandemic biting hard and with the shutdown systems, children are at home. Those at secondary and university levels should be encouraged to read this chapter. They will polish up their English, and side by side, they will also expand their general knowledge. 2. Now, consider but 15 British Broadcasting Corporation phrases, which I had hurriedly written down in my diary, whilst listening to that oldest radio station. The military crackdown has been widely condemned across the world. To champion the grievances, cause and rights of minority communities. Rebuilding the lost trust. Police were not institutionalized racists. Removing the Burmese army from politics was a Herculean task. Compelling accounting of the extremely painful death. It was an inspiring and powerful message. Italy has gone into a nationwide lockdown. Past sweeping changes to electoral rules. Hong Kong was such a vibrant democracy and safe city. Non-essential movement is banned during the lockdown. Use of force was totally unnecessary. It caused shock waves. Evidence of negligence. Was heartbroken at the killing. 3. And finally, a few quick words to our social media friends. You have surely read last Friday's views on the introduction of English news by the radio stations. The authorities should have introduced it 20 years ago. What is the role of the Minister of Education since 2014? And what is the British Council doing to improve the declining standards of English? Is the British High Commissioner aware that the local branch has been hijacked by some politicians? And last, is there something called the English-speaking union in our country? C. We apologize. We are very sorry. There were 2 spelling mistakes and 1 omission in last Friday's article. On page 4, first line, we had wrongly written the word civilians. Same spelling mistake on page 7, third line. We had missed TI in certificate. And then on page 6, 11th line, We had omitted sigh in the phrase, breathed a sigh of relief. Sorry. True, we were too tired. But the mistakes were an eyesore. And I hate it. And felt really guilty. And that even though the attention of readers was drawn. Watch cable news network for Idzak area. Today as from 6 p.m. or 7 p.m., local time. Do not follow his logic or findings blindly. Take only the best. He has greatly influenced this laborer since the early 2000s, when he was writing in the International magazine and my favorite, Newsweek. Today, Easter. Think of the whole hordes of Judas Iscariot in life and Mauritian politics. 1. Well, the heading speaks volumes. And is heavily pregnant with meaning. Easter is also some soul-searching but also confidence-restoring day. Let us together discover the salutary lesson from the life of Jesus Christ. The subject is as vast as the oceans or the outer space. We will discuss the second part tomorrow. Even then, we will scratch only the surface. 2. Judas Iscariot was one of his 12 main and most trusted disciples. The history is Palestine and adjoining regions unfolds some 2,000 years ago. The Jewish priests, who were looking for Jesus, did not know him. They had paid Judas 30 silver coins. He kissed the hand of his teacher as a prearranged obvious or ominous signal. Hence the term Judas kiss. Jesus was arrested and subjected to torture and a horrible and painful death by crucifixion. Overcome with remorse, Judas threw away the 30 pieces of silver and committed suicide by hanging himself. 3. That was some 2,000 years ago. But since then there have been many Judas in all the countries of the world, and that too in each and every aspect of human lives. It goes without saying that such traitors, in search of easy and quick money plus immediate material gains, abound in Mauritius. They exist in very large numbers for a tiny country like ours. They have an identity crisis. They sing the praises of their new master more than the thoroughbred, per sang. Just think of the present government transferges. The Judas invoke the supernatural powers of the Prime Minister ad nauseam. Even in their dreams. To be continued. Keep reading, keep learning. Like and subscribe for more thrilling articles. Thank you for watching.